Well, it's here. This is the official retail box for the DJI Mini 5 Pro, and it confirms, well, pretty much everything. We are officially done with rumors. We're talking a 1-inch sensor, LiDAR-powered avoidance, and a price that just might make your wallet flinch. Thanks to what looks like a misprinted box found in a printing office trash can, the drone community is on fire. This isn't just another small update. This could fundamentally change the Mini series. Let's break down what this leak actually means for the future of tiny, ultralight drones. The leak, this is not a drill for the past year. The drone world's been a swamp of bad Photoshop jobs and wild speculation. But this is different. This leak, shared by trusted insiders like Jasper Ullens, seems to be the real deal, originating from a legitimate printing error. It shows the packaging for the Fly More combo, with details so specific they'd be a nightmare to fake. This happy accident has given us our first real, confirmed look at the features we've all been crossing our fingers for. The box itself confirms a handful of key features that are set to redefine what a sub-250-gram drone can do. So, let's get into the most important spec first, the one everyone's been waiting for. The holy grail of a 1-inch sensor. This is the big one. For years, the ultimate dream for ultralight drones has been a 1-inch sensor, and the leaked box confirms it. The Mini 5 Pro will have a 1-inch CMOS sensor. This is a massive leap from the already impressive 1.3-inch sensor in the Mini 4 Pro. So, what's that mean for you? A huge jump in image quality. A larger sensor grabs more light, which means way better performance when the sun goes down. Expect cleaner, sharper footage during golden hour or even in dusky cityscapes, with less noise and more detail in the shadows. This is a feature that used to be reserved for much bigger, more expensive drones, and now it's coming to the Mini line. And there's more. The box also confirms 4K video at up to 120 frames per second. That's an upgrade from the Mini 4 Pro's 4K 100 FPS and unlocks the potential for some incredibly smooth, cinematic slow motion. For creators, this is huge. You'll be able to get professional-looking, buttery smooth B-roll without a heavy, pricey setup. The leak also points to a high-quality 48mm medium telephoto mode, which is likely an in-sensor crop that gives you a lossless zoom for more dynamic shots without sacrificing quality. This feature alone might be enough to convince pros and serious hobbyists to upgrade. Seeing in the dark, LiDAR obstacle avoidance. The next bombshell from the leak is the inclusion of LiDAR-powered obstacle avoidance, a first for any Mini drone. The box specifically mentions nightscape omnidirectional obstacle sensing with forward-facing LiDAR. While older Minis had great vision-based sensors, LiDAR is a whole different beast. Basically, it gives the drone night vision goggles. Vision sensors can get a little blind in low light, making a flight through a complex spot like a forest at dusk pretty nerve-wracking. LiDAR, on the other hand, uses lasers to measure distance, so it works perfectly in the dark. This is going to give pilots a massive confidence boost for flying in tricky lighting or complex environments. This kind of tech is a major upgrade, and seeing it come down to the Mini series is a huge deal. It solves a real problem for pilots trying to capture the best light at dawn and dusk, who were held back by their drone's avoidance system. This isn't just about safety, it's about unlocking creative shots at any time of day. Pushing the limits of flight time, range, and gimbal in the headline specs, the box confirms a few other powerful upgrades. First up, flight time is listed at 36 minutes. Now, that's only a slight bump over the Mini 4 Pro's 34 minutes. But think about it, the Mini 5 Pro is powering a much larger sensor and a new LiDAR system. Just maintaining flight time, let alone improving it, is pretty impressive. Some rumors suggest a larger plus battery could push flight time towards 50 minutes, though that would almost certainly push the drone over the 249-gram weight limit. The gimbal is also getting a nice upgrade, with a confirmed rotation of 225 degrees. Paired with true vertical shooting, this is fantastic news for anyone making content for social media. No more awkwardly cropping your horizontal video and losing all that quality. You can just film natively in vertical, perfectly framed for platforms like Instagram Reels and TikTok. For transmission, it's expected to use DJI's Q-Sync for system, pushing the potential range up to 25 kilometers. And while most regulations require you to keep the drone in your line of sight, a stronger signal means less interference and a more stable connection, even when flying in tough spots. The elephant in the room, the 249-gram question. Okay, we have to talk about the most debated topic in the drone community right now, the weight. For years, the whole point of the Mini series was its sub 250-gram weight, which lets it fly under the radar of many strict drone regulations around the world. Here's the problem. The leaked Mini 5 Pro box is suspiciously missing the less than 249 grams label that was on the Mini 4 Pro's packaging. It just says ultralight and foldable. This has sparked a ton of anxiety and speculation. With a heavier 1-inch sensor, LiDAR components, and possibly bigger motors to handle it all, many think the Mini 5 Pro might have finally crossed that critical line. This creates a real dilemma. If the standard model is over 249 grams, it suddenly faces the same rules as bigger drones like the Air 3S. For the huge number of people who buy Mini drones specifically for that regulatory freedom, this could be a deal breaker. There is a glimmer of hope, though. Some speculate DJI might offer to batteries a lighter one to stay under the limit, and a bigger one for longer flight times that puts it over. Until DJI gives an official word, this is the biggest question mark hanging over this incredible-looking drone. Price and release date. So, what's all this new tech going to set you back? The leaks give us a pretty solid idea. The base model of the DJI Mini 5 Pro is expected to land somewhere between $850 and $999 United States dollars. That's a noticeable 15 to 30% price jump from the Mini 4 Pro's launch price of around $759. The Fly More combo will likely be in the $1,199 to $1,499 range. While it's a big hike, it reflects the premium tech packed into this tiny drone. You're getting features that, until now, were only on drones that cost well over $1,000. The price is definitely stirring up debate, with some wondering if the upgrades justify the cost. It pushes the Mini 5 Pro into a new premium Mini category, blurring the lines between the Mini and the pricier series. As for the release date, an earlier rumored August launch seems unlikely now. The consensus is shifting towards September 2025, which would fit DJI's usual 2-year refresh cycle. The DJI Mini 5 Pro is shaping up to be the biggest leap forward in the history of the Mini line. A confirmed 1-inch sensor and LiDAR avoidance are legitimate game changers, bringing pro-level features to a drone you can toss in a backpack. It solves major headaches for creators, especially around low-light flying and safety. However, the too big unknown's weight and price could completely redefine its spot in the market. The possibility of it being over 249 grams is a serious concern, and that higher price tag puts it in a whole new league. This isn't just another update, it's a shift in what a mini drone can be. It's more powerful and more capable, but it might also be more expensive and come with more rules. So, that brings us to the big question, and I want to hear from you. Assuming these leaks hold up, is the DJI Mini 5 Pro an instant buy for you? Or does the higher price and the weight uncertainty make you want to wait and see? Let me know what you think down in the comments.